Alright, so I know you guys have some questions, so in today's video, I'll be explaining in detail why I left SpeedyEvents and why I think it has gone downhill. Alright, so first off, I'm going to show you guys some Twitch clips from my channel where it shows why me and Saunders, the other admin that left SpeedyEvents and do not like the way it is ran. Anyway, yeah, and Denvik would just do stuff like he was the main boss, but me and Saunders thought all admins should be treated equally, but obviously that didn't happen. And then Saunders' last straw was he wanted to make a SMB1 tournament, and Denvik said no, but I said an SMB1 tournament would be a good idea. So it would be 2 against 1. So we'd have the SMB tourney, you'd think, right? Nah. Nah, because Denvik thinks he's above everyone else. And then, after that, I asked Saunders in a Discord DM why he left. He said he didn't like the way Denvik ran things. I did not include this one in the Twitch clips, but I did want to say that the tournament was originally not supposed to be ran by Denvik. It was actually just supposed to be me and Saunders that were going to run the tournament, but we trusted Denvik in making the bracket, and then it just went downhill from there. So now I'll be showing you guys a few more Twitch clips on why I left SpeedyEvents. This was the main deciding point of why I left, and just enjoy the clips. Alright, so, a few days ago, what made me want to leave, he said I was doing nothing for SpeedyEvents for a while, but he hasn't been doing anything either. I called him out for that, and he just started making excuses for why he wasn't doing stuff. So then I asked him to remove my perms, and then after he removed my perms, he called me a leech, so yeah. And then yesterday, Denvik got mad at me for leaking the DM he sent me about calling me a leech. Well, maybe I shouldn't have said that, buddy. Maybe think before you send credit. For once. Anyway, now that you've heard everything that I wanted to say, I'm gonna hand it over to Saunders, the other admin that left, to explain why he left in full detail.
I left for many a reason. The main reason was Denvik, though. With Denvik, in that he would just make decisions by himself, not question anybody like us, the admins, or the people in the group, and then somehow blame it on us when we were like, "Why did you do this?" We would go in and be like, "Denvik, this was a bad idea. Can we change this?" And he'd be like, "I'll do a voice. I'll do his voice so you get a better idea. Why would we change it? I made this decision, and you guys agreed." That's basically what he would say for no apparent reason. But we got over that. That was fine. None of the decisions he made were too terrible. But then randomly mid tournament, this man misses a race to paint a house. I don't know how many of you paint a house just randomly, but I don't. So he missed one race to paint a house, and then 3-4 days later, he randomly went on holiday with telling us one day before, and then told me I had to restream. I had none of the stuff to restream. I didn't have it set up, and he as he was on holiday would only be able to call me NA times, and because I'm from EU, I couldn't get into a call with him during those times. So Link had to help me. So once Link helped me, I had it set up, and the restreaming it went dreadful, but I did it. And then the rest of the tournament, it was kind of on and off. We had some issues with scheduling. Denvik didn't push them enough, but I don't really think you can overly blame Denvik for that. Then once the tournament was finished, me and Link both had ideas to do certain tournaments. Link was gonna do Meat Boy, which Denvik was okay with, and I wanted to do a Super Mario Bros. Tournament, and I wanted to do an any percent one. And a lot of people would argue any percent isn't good for racing, and I agree. But it was a tournament you could get done within a week. Just a quick filler tournament while Link sets up Super Meat Boy. Once we have that done, Link would go on to do Super Meat Boy. Yet Denvik, instead of letting us have a week, 2 week tournament, fill a gap until Link's, he would rather just wait 1 month, have no tournament, start Link's, which seemed odd. uh, Me and Link, as two admins, both agreed it would be okay to do this tournament. And Denvik, as a singular admin, argued with us and would not let me do it. And it was always Denvik's right, Denvik's never wrong. It was almost like his ego was blown out of proportion, and we couldn't do anything without Denvik's permission, which seemed silly as originally the tournament, the SM64 one, was my idea. So that made me angry. I left because I wasn't too interested in Super Meat Boy, and I couldn't do my own tournament, and I didn't want to deal with Denvik, and that's about it.
So there you have it. That's why me and Saunders left Speedy Events and why we think it's been going downhill.